Action.
Stunts have been the heartbeat of action cinema in Hollywood, captivating audiences from the era of Buster Keaton to the legendary Bruce Lee. These daring feats are what fuel the adrenaline rush and maintain viewer engagement, fostering admiration for both the performers and the films in which they appear. However, these heart-pounding stunts come at a significant cost. As the cameras roll, the boundary between success and disaster becomes perilously thin. Today we delve into the stories of 7 renowned actors whose promising careers were tragically cut short by stunts gone wrong. From devastating injuries to the abrupt closure of studio doors, these narratives highlight the immense risks involved in Hollywood's most perilous endeavors. Number 7. Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee was a rising star poised to carry on his father Bruce Lee's legacy. With his magnetic presence and martial arts prowess, he lit up the screen in films like The Crow. In 1994, at just 28 years old, Lee was on the cusp of superstardom, but a tragic stunt would rob him and the world of that future. During the filming of The Crow, Lee was involved in a scene where his character was to be shot. The prop gun, loaded with a blank, wasn't properly checked. A fragment of a dummy bullet from a previous take remained lodged in the barrel. When the blank was fired, it propelled the fragment into Lee's abdomen at point-blank range. He collapsed on set, and despite hours of surgery, he succumbed to his injuries. The aftermath was devastating. The Crow was completed using stand-ins and special effects, becoming a cult classic, yet forever tied to Lee's death. Hollywood mourned, but for Brandon, there was no second act. His career, brimming with potential, ended with that fatal shot. The incident sparked outrage over set safety, but for Lee, it was too late. Number 6. Vic Morrow. Vic Morrow was a Hollywood veteran known for gritty roles in combat and films like Blackboard Jungle. By 1982, he was set to shine in Twilight Zone, the movie, but a stunt involving a helicopter would turn a routine shoot into one of the industry's darkest tragedies. Morrow was filming a Vietnam War sequence, racing across a river with 2 child actors as a helicopter hovered overhead. Pyrotechnics were detonated too close to the chopper, causing it to lose control and crash. The spinning blades struck Morrow and the children, neutralizing all 3 instantly. The footage later leaked, sent shockwaves through Hollywood.
Killing them instantly.
The tragedy ended Morrow's career and his life at 53. Lawsuits followed, with director John Landis and producers facing involuntary manslaughter charges. The incident forced stricter safety regulations, but for Morrow, a respected actor with decades of work ahead, it was a brutal final curtain.
Columbia Pictures had no comment. Paramount Pictures, no comment. 20th Century Fox.
Number 5. Dar Robinson. Dar Robinson wasn't just an actor, he was a stunt legend. Known as the king of the stuntmen, he doubled for stars like Christopher Reeve and performed jaw-dropping falls in films like Sharky's Machine. But in 1986, a routine stunt on Million Dollar Mystery became his undoing.
The movie that ended his career and his life.
Robinson was riding a motorcycle off a cliff, a stunt he'd done countless times. After completing the shot, he inexplicably lost control on a dirt road during the ride back, crashing into a ravine. He died instantly at 39. No cameras caught the moment. It was a freak accident after the danger was supposedly over.
Landed on this rock, which is circled down here at the bottom of the...
Robinson's death stunned the stunt community. His career, built on defying gravity, ended not in a blaze of glory, but in a quiet, tragic slip. Hollywood lost one of its boldest pioneers, and his name became a somber reminder of the risks even the best can't escape.
And that makes it easy.
Number 4. Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds was the king of 1970s Hollywood, rugged, charismatic, and unstoppable in hits like Deliverance and Smokey and The Bandit. But a stunt in 1984's City Heat nearly cost him everything, derailing a career at its peak. During a fight scene with Clint Eastwood, Reynolds was struck in the jaw with a metal chair, meant to be a breakaway prop but accidentally swapped for the real thing. The blow shattered his jaw, leaving him in excruciating pain and addicted to medical tablets during recovery. He lost 40 pounds and rumors of illness swirled. The injury triggered temporomandibular joint disorder, TMJ, sidelining him for years. Studios hesitated to cast him, fearing he couldn't handle action roles. Though he later staged a comeback with Boogie Nights, the stunt marked the end of his reign as a leading man, pushing him into a quieter chapter.
If I deny it.
Number 3. Harold Lloyd. Harold Lloyd, the silent film icon, rivaled Chaplin and Keaton with his daring physical comedy. In 1919, a stunt for a promotional photo turned catastrophic, forever altering his career trajectory. Posing with a prop bomb, Lloyd lit what he thought was a dud. It exploded in his hand, blowing off his thumb and index finger and temporarily blinding him. The 26-year-old star faced a grueling recovery, fearing his days of slapstick were over. Lloyd adapted, wearing a prosthetic glove to hide the injury, and returned with classics like Safety Last, but the accident curbed his wildest stunts, shifting his style. His career endured, but the fearless edge that defined his early work was tempered by that explosive moment. Number 2. Buster Keaton. Buster Keaton, the great stone face, was a silent era genius, known for death-defying stunts in films like The General. But in 1924, a stunt on Sherlock Jr. nearly ended it all, marking a turning point in his storied career. Keaton stood beneath a water tower as a torrent was released, slamming him into the ground. He fractured his neck, but astonishingly kept filming. Only years later did an X-ray reveal the injury. The pain lingered, and as sound films rose, his physicality waned under studio constraints. Alcoholism and creative struggles followed, hastened by the injury's toll. Though he later found acclaim in smaller roles, the stunt signaled the end of Keaton's golden age as a stunt-driven star, leaving fans to wonder what might have been.
At Skelton as well as anybody else.
Number 1. Roy Scheider. Roy Scheider, the tough guy hero of Jaws and The French Connection, was at his peak in 1982's Blue Thunder. But a helicopter stunt pushed him to the brink, quietly ending his action star reign. During a low-altitude maneuver, Scheider's chopper grazed a rooftop, shaking him badly. He escaped physical injury, but was left with severe trauma and vertigo. The psychological scars made him reluctant to take on high-octane roles, shifting his career toward drama. Scheider's star dimmed as studios favored fresher faces. He earned praise in films like All That Jazz, but the stunt's fallout closed the door on his action hero era, a subtle yet profound career ender.
I just want to try and recreate the look. My feet goes up. Okay, that's fair enough. It's not my money. Right.